Here is the designed model in a acrylic case. Here is seen the LFS model. There is a board with three sensors for RGB light bands, the conductivity sensor connector, and the pH sensor connector. Okay, we only need connect the Ethernet port to have communications. Okay, we'll connect. And the power port. Okay. After that, we only need wait a moment to establish connection by the SSH protocol, and we can interchange information, connect to cloud, and finally modify our application according to our needs. Okay. Now let's connect to the module and we can start the app. The SSH server has no restriction about the operative systems to work. In this case, in the left hand, we have an Ubuntu-based virtual machine with the WSL. On the right, we have a PowerShell terminal. In this case, the PowerShell has the information monitoring interchange between the module and the IUT Central application. For this demo has the pH sensor and the RFS module. In the left, the Ubuntu terminal has the code implemented in the board. This time, this is only for illustrative terms, but we can update the functionality, reduce the code interchange, or make other optimization of the application using only the SSH server without a video output from the board. Okay, in this case, the IUT Central application brings some benefits from the reducing of development time. We can create device templates for each module created. In this case, we have only one module, the AS020 template. This template has a main panel, a pH sensor, the RFS card, and for the device telemetry we can configure this kind of data showing from line charts like this. We can cancel or update some data to show. Okay, the water pH, in this case only for the last known value of the pH. As you can see, if the pH is over a threshold, we can change the color according a palette. This palette only show when the value is less than or greater than. Okay. In addition, we can configure to show how is the data increased or decreased. We can change their positions, the size of the components, as we can see, an increase in the temperature, we have a decrease in the humidity, but sometimes we only need a small amount of data. For that, we can use the Data Explorer. In this case, I have a data query, and we can reduce or select other intervals of this data. How is this evolution of humidity and temperature? In which interval of time? Okay. If we want a numeric visualization of this, we can use the markers or view the data as table, or if the user is uncomfortable or has no experience in the cloud services, the user can download the data as CSV to process in other kinds of programs like Excel. We can view the intervals of time and the values. Okay, and we can make other analysis or migrate to cloud solutions. The dashboards. In this case, dashboards. This is the default RPM template solution of Innovate FPA, but we can create our own dashboards. In this case, this color palette for the pH has a better definition according to the shared chemical indicator. Okay. This color palette shown if the pH is secure or could damage harvest along the time. Okay. We have here the logo of the project and how many devices are connected at this time. How is the evolution of the data, of links to the Innovate FPA proposal for this project. In addition, we can pin our data queries. In this case, we have no information in this query, but we can continuously update. Okay. We can create rules if the pH is high. An example, we can send a message or run an logic app function. Okay, we can customize our application. Okay, and a good feature of cloud services is this feature, roles or airbag feature or engine. In this case, we have three default kind of users: app administrator, app operator, or app builder. And we can create some new kind of users according our needs. In this case, the default, this is the visualization, is for app administrator. Okay, but what happened with the app operator is in the IUT Central service. Okay, in this case, this kind of user has no access to customization. Okay, this user, an app operator, has a limited number of tools compared with the other user. The language is not a barrier in the use of this kind of service. As you can see, in the left we have English, on the right we have Spanish, but this can be configured according to the needs of each user. In this case, the app operator only have access to Data Explorer. Okay, he can make some queries. He can export the data as CSV or view as table, or maybe drop a marker. Okay, for example, this is a reference, and we can compare with other old data. Okay, the device can be grouped according to the templates. Will be for the default FPGA cloud connectivity kit, the AS020 template, that is own solution. Okay, how many devices are in that group, and view of dashboards. This is an interesting feature because dashboards could be private according to the user. For the app builder, these dashboards are for all users in the organization, but each user in the organization can create own personal dashboards. Okay, I will edit to view in less space. Okay, here, here it is. Okay, we can create a palette. We can add more components for my own dashboard for a comfortable use of the application. Okay, and I can access to other dashboards. Okay, but other user cannot access to my own dashboards.